Why did shotgun shooting switch to clay targets? Imagine a time when shooting sports meant using live birds, and every shot was a real hunt. That was the early days of shotgun shooting, especially in the 19th century. Back then, shooters used live peons or doves to practice their aim and skills. These birds were released from traps, and shooters tried to hit them in midair. It was exciting, but also raised a lot of questions about ethics and practicality. People started to feel uncomfortable about using live animals for sport. It was not just about ethics but also about costs and mess. Caring for birds, cleaning up after shooting sessions, and the unpredictability of live targets made the sport harder to organize and less appealing for many. As attitudes shifted, shooters and organizers looked for better options. The first alternative was glass balls, sometimes filled with feathers to mimic the flight of real birds. These were used from the 1860s onward. They worked as targets but had their problems. Glass balls were fragile, difficult to transport, and could shatter, leaving dangerous shards on the field. Shooters needed something more durable and safer. That's when clay targets came into play in the 1880s. These targets were shaped like inverted saucers and made from baked clay or later, a mix of limestone and pitch. They flew through the air more like real birds, making the sport more realistic. They were also easier to handle, store, and clean up. When they broke, they shattered into harmless pieces, unlike glass or live birds. This made shooting safer and more consistent. Switching to clay targets also made the sport more affordable. It opened the doors for more people to participate, not just the wealthy. It allowed for the development of different shooting styles like trap, skeet, and sporting clays. These disciplines simulate different hunting scenarios, helping hunters practice their skills in a controlled environment. From a hunting point of view, clay target shooting became a great way to sharpen marksmanship without harming wildlife. It could be done year-round, regardless of hunting seasons. This meant shooters could stay sharp and ready for the field anytime. The sport also grew into organized competitions, making it a popular activity for enthusiasts. So, the main reason shotgun shooting switched to clay targets was to make the sport more humane, practical, and accessible. It preserved the challenge of wing shooting while removing the need for live animals. This change helped the sport expand and become the popular shooting activity it is today.